Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Last episode I took care of some housekeeping things we needed to do. In this episode we're going to finally go and enter the presidential palace and meet with President Laguna of Esthar. Yes, that's right, we're actually going to tackle main story of the game. And just so you do know, this is not the point of no return in Final Fantasy VIII. It's coming up. I will let you know when that is. However, it is going to be my recommendation that you get all side quests done before you talk to the president. So let's just head on in here. Talk to this dude. You have permission. Please, this way. And he's shuffling us off to the left here. And so just keep going forward. And you can talk to these two sentries if you want. The president is waiting. And we get that cool Esthar music. Oh, and look, it's Warden Kyros. And that's probably... yeah, Esthar really is a weird country. And I don't even know who Laguna is actually talking to, so Ward finally runs over to get his attention. So he's going to run up and join us. Been wanting to meet you guys. You guys are the ones who were inside my head, right? Alone told me. It was like there were some kind of waves running through my head. Oh, but apparently we gave him power during battle, so that's nice. We thought there were some kind of fairies flying over us. If you remember, I forget which scene, but I think it might be the Julia scene. I think one of your responses you can choose is, I think the fairies are here or something. So, he finally says he's Laguna, President Laguna Loire of Esthar. If we weren't in a state of emergency, I'd talk to you some more, but whatever, let's talk. So what do you want to know? So let's ask him some stuff. And Kyros says you'll never get going if President Laguna keeps talking. So why don't you guys throw out some questions and he'll try to answer them. So we'll run up, we'll talk to Laguna, and it's funny, Laguna says, man, you look way too serious. Okay, so yeah, where's Alone? When Alone was about 2, there was a massive hunt for girls in Esthar. They were looking for a successor to sorceress Adel, and Alone's parents were resisted, so they were killed on the spot. So Alone naturally was raised by Rain, who lived next door, and I came to know her, because there was another massive hunt for a successor in Esthar again, and Alone was taken even though I was there. It's the most painful episode of his life, but then actually, as you know, we saw him rescue her. And shortly after that, Rain died. That's unfortunate. So Alone was sent straight to an orphanage, because apparently, even though he took over ruling of Esthar, there's no nannies here. Oh yeah, he wanted to, but I had my reasons. And the reason why Alone had to leave the orphanage was because of her special power to send people into the past. Dr. Odin wanted to do research on her special power, so he looked for her everywhere. Yeah, we already know who owned the orphanage. Oh, and they took Alone out of the orphanage to protect her. So that must be the White Seed ship was meant to keep Alone mobile, I guess. Laguna says, I don't know how she could have been happy on a ship. She was on the ship for over 10 years. So, he was reunited with her after the battle with the Galbadia ships. She followed him out into space. told Laguna everything about what she was doing. So Squall wants to know, did she get back safely? And Laguna says, our escape pod rescue team was a little late. She was taken into custody by Galbadia. So she's inside Lunatic Pandora, so we're gonna have to rescue her again. Okay, so that's a lot of information. Let's talk some more. Rain story? Some other time, maybe. No, I can't. It's too much for me to remember. It'll become very clear why he doesn't want to talk about Rain, in a little bit. Yeah, what are you doing here? You were a silly Galbadian soldier, you were a writer for Timber Maniacs. And Squall says, I didn't really like you, but I understand your bond, and you changed after you went to Windhill. So yeah, Squall says, what I don't understand is, why are you the president? How did you become the president of Esthar? It's a long story. Oh, we have time, viewers. So he's gonna tell us. He set out to rescue alone, but of course that wasn't the end of the story. It's a country that was ruled by sorceress Adel with the ingenious yet inhumane Dr. Odin. And both of them were interested in her alone, probably for her ability. So we couldn't just pack up and leave. Adel will be angry, my research will be kaput. So you can see this is in the past, and there's Alone on the ground. Odin only thought about his research. I think that's Alone crying. So I think Ward's gonna come over and, threaten Dr. Odin. And now Ward and Alone are chasing him around. Man, Ward could probably just pick him up and throw him through that glass. But while researching under Adel, he was still making many inventions. So, the Sorceress Memorial was a device to seal magic. Maybe if we were able to seal Adel, she could be defeated. And since he owed favor to the Adel resistance movement, they hatched a plan to basically imprison Sorceress Adel. Two issues came up. First, stopping the Crystal Pillar, or the Lunatic Pandora, from calling monsters from the moon and destroying everything, like what happened in Centra, and freeing Esthar from Adel's hands. Planned and based on Laguna's brilliant ideas, of course. Eventually, they finally hatched a plan. So you can see Lunatic Pandora there, just above the research center. And apparently now we're chasing after Dr. Odin again. Okay, so they move the Crystal Pillar. It's been so long since I've done this, I actually haven't pre-played this before recording. We set the course and the stop point in the ocean, so they were the ones that were able to put it at the bottom of the ocean. And that explains why Galbadia wanted to find it in the ocean. Oh, they were found out, though. So we gathered for a final battle to lure Adel. You can see over there, coming into the screen, Adel is tall. And she appeared as they expected. So, Adel says, what's going on? Laguna, I think, is going to say, oh yeah, they hunted down the culprit who moved the Crystal Pillar, and they're inside the facility. Alone's been taken hostage, and remember, Adel wanted Alone as a successor, so she's going to go in and see what's up. And Laguna says, I knew she would go in right away if I mentioned Alone. Yep, there's Alone. Adel says, "You thought I would fall for that trick?" Adel realized Alone was just a hologram, but it was too late. Hit the switch. Nice tackle there, Laguna. And they were able to seal Sorceress Adel. Piece of cake. I don't know any humans that look like that and are that tall, but whatever. Yeah, I couldn't just keep such a dangerous sorceress around as a trophy, so you have to send her off into outer space. And in case you forgot, Renoa released the locks on her when she was under Ultimecia's control, or maybe, yeah, Ultimecia's control, and sent Adel crashing to the ground, and I think Cypher revived her. And that was actually quite a few episodes ago, because we've been doing a lot of side quests since then. And you can see there's 3 Ragnaroks that I think are going to grab onto Adel's tomb and put it into orbit. And that about wraps that part up, but the real work began after that. A fierce debate ensued about who should govern this country after Adel was gone. And Laguna says, "I wasn't paying close attention while they made up their mind, or while they made me up to being this hero of the revolution, so I ended up being president." Odin made a lot of noise about wanting to do research on Alone, and Laguna admits it was a mistake to send Alone back to Rain. Rain died and Elle was sent to the orphanage. If only I had gone to Windhill with Elle, I would have been able to see Rain one last time. Rain was dead, Alone missing. My job kept me busy. I was left here thinking about this and that, and before I knew it, all this time had passed. Okay, so now what we need to talk to him about is the mission to defeat Ultimecia, the real reason why we're here to talk to him. Straight to the heart of the matter, just like a workaholic seed. And it's my turn, that's going to be Dr. Odin showing up. Yeah, make it short and easy to understand. I will talk however I want. Okay. I promise I'm not going to do the German accent for Odin. So Sorceress Ultimecia comes from the future to possess the sorceress of present day. She leaves her body in the future and only sends her consciousness here. So yeah, Squall says it's kind of like when Alone sent our consciousnesses back to the past. So Odin says, "My first guess was that someone in the future with an ability like Alone was sending the sorceress back to our time. But no, that's not the answer. How does the sorceress come back to this time?" Yeah, you should probably tell us how. And quick little break while I drink some water. So I made out a pattern from the electric current running through Alone's brain. Once the pattern was determined, it was easy to mechanize. It may only be a toy right now, but in the time of Ultimecia, it is an impressive working machine. So pretty much anyone with a specific ability, it sounds like they can send back to the past, their consciousness at least. So there's a machine which imitates Alone's power. It is I who made the first model of that machine. I named the machine Junction Machine Alone. He just likes that his machine's being used in the future. So Sorceress Ultimecia came to know about Alone from that machine, and Elle became Ultimecia's target. You can't blame Odin, it's useless. I love this line. You want to go outside? You want to fisticuffs? That's a nice translation. You want to fisticuffs? I love the word fisticuffs. Okay, so continuing. The only way to defeat Ultimecia is we need to kill her in the future. There's nothing we can do unless we go to the future. There's a way to get to the future. It's because Sorceress Ultimecia plans to compress time. Compressing time with magic, what good will it do for the sorceress to compress time? Basically, it kind of merges past, present, and future. And that's why you need to get side quests done, because in the time-compressed world, you won't be able to visit any town, so in order for her to exist in this time, she needs to take over the body of a sorceress from the present. And alone can take her further into the past. That's why she's seeking alone. So there are two sorceresses in our time, Rinoa and Adel. So Adel is not awakened yet. Okay, so she hasn't been completely awakened yet. And once regeneration is complete, neither Laguna nor I will be safe. Sorceress Adel is probably in the process of awakening inside lunatic Pandora. Ultimecia will want to possess Adel if Adel wakes up. That will be a horrible event because Adel just by herself is a horrible sorceress. If Adel's consciousness wins over Ultimecia, Adel will first destroy this era. So we need to use Sorceress Rinoa to inherit Ultimecia's powers before Adel wakes up. So Odin says first go to lunatic Pandora. Alone's probably being held captive inside, so rescue her first. Then kill Adel before the awakening process is completed. So now that Rinoa is the only sorceress, Ultimecia will possess Rinoa. And then when Ultimecia arrives, Alone will send Rinoa back to the past with Ultimecia. Alone will have to send Rinoa and Ultimecia inside another sorceress she knows in the past. Idea or Adel, that's up to Alone, probably Idea. And once Ultimecia is in the past, she'll use time compression magic. We will see some influence here. And once Alone feels the time compression, she'll cut off Rinoa and Ultimecia from the past. And Rinoa will come back to this world. Ultimecia also goes back to her own world. What would be left is the time compressed world. Past, present, and future will all get mixed together. You'll keep moving through the time compression towards the future. And that's going to be personified because we're going to have a lot of just like random sorceress fights. Not really random, just continuous sorceress fights once we enter the time compressed world. Once you're out of the time compression world, that will be Ultimecia's world. And it's all up to us after that. That's when we have to kill Sorceress Ultimecia, and hopefully we'll be able to be brought back to the present, which will save us. So Laguna says, so you were briefed about the mission? I don't really understand it either. Will you do it? Sure as hell we will. Alright. Apparently you're coming with us. So we'll all get aboard the Ragnarok and we'll do the final briefing in there. Always wanted to ride that thing. Really? You've been president here that long and you've never ridden one? Plus the name sounds cool. Isn't Ragnarok the end of the world in like some Norse mythology? Like Odin? Okay. So now that we're all aboard the Ragnarok, Laguna's going to start talking. And he says, from here we will go straight to our final target, Ultimecia. Let's go over the plan again. First, enter lunatic Pandora and rescue Alone. Next, fight Sorceress Adel. It'll be a surprise attack, show no mercy. Here comes the tricky part. Adel will need to pass on her powers before being defeated, so Rinoa as a sorceress has to accept them. And she will. Next, we wait for Sorceress Ultimecia to possess Alone. It'll be hard, but it's gotta be done. Rinoa says she'll do it. So then Alone will send Renoa and Ultimecia to the past. Alone brings back Renoa, head through the future through compressed time, and arrive in the future and fight Ultimecia and kill her. And Laguna says, as friends, don't forget one another, believe in one another, believe in their existence, they'll believe in ours, and that's how we can exist in that time. You know, I just thought about something that's really funny. If other people pronounce Ultimecia as Ultimecia, I can just see how annoyed they would be with me saying, You're pronouncing it wrong! Okay. We got it, Laguna. What place reminds you of your friends? Imagine being in that place with all your friends. Once time compression begins, think of that place and try to get there. That's all. I wonder what place they'll think of. I wonder. You need love and friendship for this mission and the courage to believe it. It's all about love, friendship, and courage. So he's counting on us. Sounds corny, but everyone seems to be up for it. You think it'll succeed? We'll try. Now. Oh, there's Laguna's old leg. Now what we want to do is we just want to go back inside the Ragnarok. We want to head down. Run over here. And let's talk to Kuros real quick. Kuros says, you look very much like your mother. Let's talk to Ward. Ward just says... And Kuros says... Ward says, good thing you don't look like your father. Talk to Laguna. Laguna says, let's talk when it's all done. I have a lot to tell you. If you don't want to hear it, I'll understand. In case you haven't figured it out yet, here's the big bombshell. Laguna is actually Squall's father, and Rain is Squall's mother. And that's why he wound up in the orphanage, just like Alone. So, yeah, there's ample evidence, but it's pretty much said right there. Laguna is Squall's father. And, if we go to play cards with Laguna... Look at whose card he has in the top left corner there. Squall's card. Let's see. Okay, you can. Alright, so we'll just play this over here. We won't worry about flipping Squall's card. And that card we will flip. Thank you very much. Let's see. Yeah, we'll play him right there, and now you can't flip it back, which basically means I have won. So we got the Squall card. Let's go take a look at it. I don't know why I'm going this way. Squall card, 9A64, not bad. Unfortunately, it's pretty much useless since it comes so late in the game. And it refines into 3 stars, which we can learn expend 3 times 1. Yeah, I won't be modding that. Okay, so we have one more card left to get before we continue on with the story. So let's go ahead, let's get back up here in the cockpit, and let's tell Selphie where we want to go. Or well, let's talk to Irvine, actually. Selphie, let's go! Okay, so we're just going to land right in the airship, and a little high-speed mode won't hurt. By the way, I do have Encounter None on. So you might want to throw that on, or you can still fight battles if you need to in Esthar. So I head to the right, and we're going to keep going to the right, and I think this is where I want to go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where I want to be. We're heading to Doc Odine's laboratory. Because the last rare card that I've never gotten is through this door. Alright, you son of a bitch, let's play cards. There's the card I'm looking for. Doc Odine has the Ward card. Now, one thing you're going to notice about Doc Odine, he is a slow player. It means he's methodical. He thinks about his cards. Why the fuck did I play the Adel card? Alright, let's see here. He has one card that can flip my Squall card. You know what I'll do? I'll do this. We'll do it different right now. Mix it up a little bit. Little try before you buy. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to flip that. Let's see. If I put Irvine up here, I'll flip that. Let's see. So if I put Adea here, I'll put Adea here. Damn it. Okay, let me think. Put Squall here. Oh, this will work. I'll win. Because no matter what, Adea will flip that card right there. There we go, the Ward card. The last rare card in the game. Now, if you look at card, you can see that there is a yellow star. What that means is at one point or another, I've gotten every single card in the game. All those pages are full. So, it means that at some point in time I've had every single common card. But then, starting with the level 8 Guardian Force cards, I'm only missing one, which is Minotaur, which we use to get Ultimate Weapons on Disc 1. I have all my level 9 cards, and I'm missing Kyros, which I card modded for the Auto Hastes, and Selfie for, I believe it was the Elemental Guard. So that's it. We can get those cards back, and I'll show you how to do that eventually. Just want to see, what does Ward mod into? Oh wait, hold on. Okay, 3 Gaia's rings, or Gaia, and I'm pretty sure that a Gaia's ring only does... Yeah, HP plus 80. You know, I don't need it, because everyone's got 9999. So that's that. We can leave here, and, what? What are you talking about? What do you have to say? Oh, he loves the chaos, because it's more research for him. So I'm going to meet you guys on the ship. There's one... Well, not one thing I want to show you. Now we're back on the airship, let's go. And there we can see is the Lunatic Pandora. So this is technically not still the point of no return. The next episode, we will be entering the Lunatic Pandora. We'll be fighting Adel. Interesting fight. We'll be doing a couple other fights. One thing I do need to say that's very important is if you're going to do any Angelo searching, get it done prior to the Lunatic Pandora. I will explain why after the Lunatic Pandora events. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed seeing me finally get all the cards. I hope the plan finally makes sense to you. And like I said, that's pretty much it for side quests. From now on, we will be tackling storyline, and pretty soon we will be on the final boss in the game. So yeah, just keep watching, guys. I thank you for all the views. If you have any questions, let me know. Any comments, also let me know. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up. And I will see you guys next time.